Hi boys and girls, happy Friday. I have a special story that I would like to share today called Good Night Gorilla. So the author of this story is Peggy Rathman. So she's the author and she's the illustrator. So she writes the words and makes the pictures. So here is the cover, and then we have the back, and this is the spine holds the book together. And we have a spine in our back. Pretty neat. So this is Good Night Gorilla. And this is an older story. I used to read this when I was little. So here's a zookeeper. Good night, gorilla. What do you notice? What is the gorilla doing? He's taking the zookeeper's keys. Uh-oh. So what do you notice here? The gorilla took the keys and now he is coming out of his cage. And now what? Oh man. Good night, elephant. I don't think the zookeeper knows that the gorilla is behind him. Good night, lion. What is this gorilla doing? Go ahead and tell your parents right now what this gorilla is doing. He's being secretive. The zookeeper doesn't know that he has the key and that he's letting the animals out. Uh-oh. Good night, hyena. Good night, giraffe. So again, we have the hyena. And there are hyenas in the Lion King. And then we have the giraffe up here. And then you notice down here there's a little mouse carrying a banana. Oh my goodness. So now we have all the animals trailing behind the zookeeper. Do you think that he's going to find out that these animals were let out of their cage? Good night, armadillo. So that's an armadillo. Look at that sneaky gorilla. He has that key in his hand. The animals must be really quiet for the zookeeper to not notice that all these animals are behind him. Oh my goodness. What is happening? So we have the zookeeper. He must be going home. He's probably going to go to bed. So there's the gorilla, the elephant. Can you name this one? The lion. I'm not sure if we remember what this one is. Can you remind me? Is it a hyena? And then there's a giraffe. And then there's this one in the very back. That's called an armadillo. So this book doesn't have a lot of words. There's a lot of pictures and we have to use our imagination. We have to use our brain to try to figure out what is happening. Just you wait until you see what is happening on this page. Oh my goodness. Does the zookeeper know that all of these animals are in his bedroom with him? That must be his wife right there. All the animals are laying down. They're getting ready to go to sleep because animals sleep too. They need their sleep. So his wife is saying, "Good night, dear." Do you think she knows the animals are in the room? Uh-oh. So now it's dark. They turn the lights off. Good night. 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 So those were all of the different animals saying good night. Can you imagine if you were laying in bed, almost ready to fall asleep, and you were saying goodnight to your parents, and all of a sudden you heard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 animals talk and say goodnight? This would be my face. I would be shocked. Uh-oh. So now you see human eyes. I'm not sure if it's a zookeeper or his wife. Their eyes are wide open. She turns the light on. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? And look at the gorilla just smiling. Oh, he is so silly. So then look, his wife walked them all back to the zoo. That was very kind of her to walk them all back. And it doesn't seem like she really got too angry or too upset. So she brought them all back and then she said, "Good night, zoo." But look at that sneaky gorilla. And the mouse. Do you see the mouse too? The mouse is holding the banana. So again, she's saying, "Good night, dear." And then her husband is saying, "Good night." Look at the gorilla. He is sneaking in the bottom of the bed. And then look, the little mouse says, "Good night, gorilla." And the gorilla is sleeping. Oh my goodness. What a silly, silly book. Can you imagine if you were the zookeeper and you worked in a zoo and the gorilla took the keys out of your back pocket and let all of these animals out? Oh my goodness. That might scare me a little bit. All right, I hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend. Bye.